Hey, Dr. Wilson, how you doing?
Good, Michelle. How are you?
Good. Can you hold this all
Sure,
please?
yes.
It's a tool we use in our business.
Okay, thank you.
How you doing today?
Doing great, doing great. How about you?
Awesome. I'm great.
Good.
Well, there's something we call silly putty tickets that we use in our business. You
Yeah.
remember silly
I
putty?
had it when I was a kid. Used it all the time.
Yep, but you can stretch it, you can mold it, shape it into whatever you like. Well, we do the same thing, of course, with our tickets here. So
Right.
we mold it and shape it to fit your needs for
Okay.
your company to help you increase sales.
Great.
Okay, awesome. So, about how many salespeople do you have locally?
In our company, we've got 5.
Okay, great.
Yep.
And out of those 5, how many accounts do they take care of?
Each one's probably managing about 5 accounts.
Okay, and an important account that they're taking care of, how much size revenue that they
It's
bring in?
about 25,000.
Okay, great. So 25,000 of new revenue that they'd be bringing in.
You're good. So let me say a little bit about our system in
Yeah.
place. You know, we do have a little bit of a CRM system.
Okay,
So our people are kind of constantly adding data in on their prospective clients.
okay, awesome.
They color code it a pretty good bit.
Okay, so they're contacting with constant communication, I imagine, then already. Do you guys already have a strict plan in
It's not
place?
strict. I mean, it's set up to where there's flexibility based on, you know, kind of the skill set of the salesperson.
Okay,
But there are some general basic things everybody has to do, like entering their data into a CRM so that I can monitor it or other of our senior managers can monitor it.
okay, great. And how important is new business then to you
Well,
guys?
Michelle, you got to think about it. You know, we're happy with the clients we have. We continue to try to build relationships with them.
Of course.
But we need to obviously bring in new business all the time. So it's
Yeah.
a top priority of our
Okay,
salespeople.
well, with a lot of our clients that we've been working with, we know how important that new business is,
Mhm.
but it's difficult for your salespeople to really focus on
Right.
that. So we have a way to do that, and you'll be able to keep track of
Really?
it. Yeah,
Okay.
of course, and that's by using our silly putty tickets, like I
Mhm.
mentioned before, to bring in this new business. And we
Right.
know how important it is to develop that relationship with these new clients.
Mhm.
So that's really what we capitalize on.
Okay.
So we use the silly putty tickets, and what they basically do is they'll bring in new clients
Yeah.
and
So like, let me, because, you know, our people right now are basically out 4 or 5 nights a week. I
Yeah,
mean,
of course.
not a week, but a month.
okay,
Because they're taking people out, but we do a lot of dinners.
yeah.
And so how would you expect, if we used your tickets, how would it work?
Well, that being said, you mentioned dinners, but a lot of people talk about golf, and
Right.
we know that we don't necessarily have the next Tiger Woods on our hand.
Yeah,
And sometimes it's actually more embarrassing to play than not to when
right,
you're taking out a new prospect.
Yeah.
So what we do is instead of lunches and dinners, because when's the last time you really had a memorable chicken sandwich for
It's-
lunch?
It all runs together.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what our system really is your salespeople will call a key prospect
Yeah.
up, and they'll invite them to one of our Patriot swim meets. So
Okay.
they'll say that they have the presidency for a game next week,
Yeah,
and in this situation, instead of just giving away those tickets
Okay.
for that new prospect to go to, this is an opportunity where your salesperson can interact. So they'll attend.
so they'll be at the game with them?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So they'll
At
go
meet,
to the
okay.
swim meet
Yeah.
with that key prospect, which is really a good way for them to do that out of
Right.
the office bonding that
Okay.
they want to do to develop those relationships.
Yeah.
Um,
So tell me a little bit about then, explain to me kind of I haven't been to one of your swim meets.
Yes.
So what kind of things would we get if we brought a prospect there? Like, where are we sitting?
So our club lover seats are going to be like the best seating in the house,
Okay.
and we can get into that a little bit later, of
Yeah.
course, the description of that. But that's basically where we would put you.
Okay,
Kind of based on what you've told me
Mhm.
about already, of course. So with the club level seats too would come, you know, a lot of extra room. So you would be able to move around,
Okay.
talk about this new business that you're going to be doing. Plus, there's going to be full buffet, bar for everyone in attendance, maybe some signed memorabilia. I don't know if Michael Phelps could sign a pair of goggles for
Okay.
you,
yeah,
but you know, maybe some signed T-shirts that are in that area for everyone that, of course,
Okay.
is in attendance
Great.
at the swim meet.
good. Well, you know, we can cut right to the chase. What are we talking about for cost here?
Well, for cost, it's about $14,000.
Okay.
But you know, that's a pretty nominal number if you're talking about the substantial revenue flow, because you said you had 5 salespeople,
Yeah, 5.
and if they were to convert, maybe, how many do you think, if they brought 1 prospect in per month?
We usually think for every 5 people that they're managing, prospecting with, 1 out of the 5 that they're going to bring home.
Okay, so you said about $25,000 of revenue
Mhm.
is coming in from that 1 new piece of business,
Right.
and you've got 5 salespeople.
Yeah.
There, so that would be about 125,000 of total new
Yeah.
business flowing in,
Mhm.
of course, from, each of those salespeople
Yeah.
managing that new prospect there.
Sure, that's real money.
Yeah, of course, and, you're only spending $14,000 going out of,
Okay, so it's 14,000 for the tickets.
yes, and that's full 4-season tickets that
For
you
4,
need.
okay.
And, of course, you'll have about 10 extra because we have about 60 swim meets
Okay.
a month. And we're talking about 5 real game swim meets for your new prospects to attend
Okay.
with that salesperson,
Yes.
plus 5 other swim meets that we never really spoke about it, but we should speak about your existing clients
Well,
too,
that
of
makes
course.
sense, yeah, no, that, because, we are as I said, our salespeople are out 5-6 times a month, and they're not just prospecting, they are maintaining relationships
Of course.
with their existing customers, because we're trying to fend off the competition all the time.
Of course, and you never know, as we speak, that, you have your competitors, they might be trying to build that relationship that we're talking about with those existing clients. Now, you said 4 to 5 nights a week is what your salespeople are
Well,
normally
about
doing.
about a month.
A month,
yeah.
okay, so do you think it would be too much to ask for your salespeople to go out, once a month with that existing client, plus another 1 time a month for new prospects?
You know what, they might actually say, yeah, I'd rather do that, just to change it up from going to a typical dinner.
Of course, and what about you as the president or even a sales manager? It'd be really important, I think, to have you guys there too at the swim meets.
I typically, I know that when we've got a prospect and it's a really important dinner, I'll usually show up.
Exactly.
So I'm out 4, 5, 6, 7 times a month anyhow, that's just part of my job.
So it wouldn't be very difficult for you to say about 10 maybe swim meets a month, and then 60 total is what we have
Okay,
for your salespeople
Yeah.
to be out and about, with an
and you
existing
said there'll be some extra
client.
tickets left over?
Of
so
course,
we-
10
yeah.
extra tickets is going
Okay.
to be left over. That could be for new. That could be even for new,
Right.
more new business, or even for your employees.
Okay.
If you do some kind of program
Yeah.
once a month for whoever is like making the top sales
Right.
for you. So that's a good opportunity
good
to
idea.
have left over too.
Good.
Yeah.
So what do we have to do? I'm all for it, what do we do?
Awesome. Well, we can reserve these seats today.
Yeah.
I would love to take some information from
Okay.
you or your secretary.
Yeah.
Do you want your account in your name, or would you like it in the company's
But you know
name?
what, we do everything in the company's name,
Okay.
and we can bring you, I can set you up outside, and you guys can go through all the details, and I think we'll be good to go.
Awesome. Well, hold on to those pair of goggles.
All right.
I got those from Michael Phelps before he announced his retirement this past month. So
Appreciate it, thank you so much.
you got it.
All right.
Thanks, Dr. Wilson.
Yeah.